In a moment that left fans stunned and speechless, the long-standing rumor that Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have a child together has finally been addressed. And this time, it's not just speculation. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a single update on your favorite stars, the biggest surprises, and the stories that change everything. After years of silence, whispers, and carefully dodged questions, the truth has finally surfaced. The agencies representing Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have released a joint statement, quietly confirming what many fans had only dared to hope was true. The two beloved stars have welcomed a child together. No fanfare, no elaborate announcement, just a clear and simple truth delivered with the weight of sincerity and the respect their fans deserve. For many, it's a revelation that feels both shocking and deeply satisfying. Their journey, one woven through years of on-screen chemistry, subtle public appearances, and long stretches of silence, has now taken on a whole new meaning. Fans who have long analyzed every glance, every shared smile, every carefully timed social media post, were not wrong after all. The connection between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun wasn't just crafted for the camera. It was real, and it quietly blossomed into a life shared beyond the public eye. According to the statement from both agencies, the couple had chosen to keep the news of their relationship and eventual parenthood entirely private out of love, not secrecy. They believed that some things were too precious to be placed under public scrutiny. In their world of endless flashing lights and ceaseless media attention, they created a space just for themselves. A space where love could grow freely, and where their child could enter the world with peace and protection. Insiders close to the actors have started sharing bits and pieces that now make perfect sense. One longtime stylist noted that Kim Go-eun had taken a quiet sabbatical a little over a year ago, canceling several major endorsements and turning down overseas filming opportunities. At the time, it was brushed off as personal time, but behind the scenes, she was preparing for the biggest role of her life, motherhood. Lee Min-ho, too, appeared to shift his focus during that same period. Fans noted that he spent less time abroad and was often spotted in quieter areas of Seoul, dressed down and trying to blend in. There were no major dating scandals, no big lifestyle controversies. Just a man who seemed more centered, more grounded, and looking back, perhaps more fulfilled. The joint statement didn't go into specific details. It didn't reveal the child's name, the gender, or even when the baby was born. But it didn't have to. What mattered most was the confirmation. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun are now parents. And the child, as fans have quickly begun to call baby Mingo, is already the most talked about mystery in entertainment circles across Asia. Reactions from fans have been overwhelmingly emotional. Social media platforms lit up within seconds of the announcement. Hashtags like #MingoBaby, #LeeMinhoDad, and #KimGoMom began trending globally. Messages of congratulations flooded comment sections, while fan-made art and tribute videos began popping up within hours. For many, this wasn't just celebrity news. It felt personal. After all, they had rooted for these two since the days of the king, eternal monarch. They had followed every interview, every award show, every red carpet moment, waiting for a sign that the chemistry they saw was more than scripted. And now the sign has come. Clear, honest, and undeniable. Fellow celebrities have also reacted with quiet admiration. Some sent private congratulations. Others posted subtle messages of support. One notable industry insider tweeted simply, "Real love doesn't need permission. It just grows quietly until one day the world catches up to it." Another actress who once worked closely with Kim Go-eun wrote, "She's always been strong, but now she shines in a new way. I've never seen her this content." The public's respect for how the couple handled everything is deep. In a world where celebrity relationships are often paraded for publicity, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun rewrote the rules. They chose silence over spectacle, intention over impulse, and love over limelight. It wasn't about hiding. It was about honoring something too sacred to share with the world until the moment felt right. And that moment is now. For fans, the joy is doubled. Not only has the love between these two beloved stars been confirmed, but it has resulted in a beautiful new chapter: parenthood. It's not just a win for romance. It's a reminder that even in the unpredictable world of fame, genuine connection can exist, thrive, and endure. Some longtime followers are now revisiting old interviews and press moments with a new lens. Like the time Kim Go-eun was asked what kind of future she imagined, and she replied with a quiet smile. Something peaceful. Maybe not in front of cameras. Just something that feels like home. Or the moment when Lee Min-ho was asked about what truly matters to him, and he responded, "The things I can't explain in words, the ones that live quietly in my heart." Fans now realize those weren't just abstract musings. They were glimpses into a reality that the stars were living behind the scenes. And what of the future? Will they speak publicly? Will they share photos or stories of their child? At this point, no one knows. But based on how they've handled everything so far, it seems likely they will continue to guard their privacy fiercely. Not out of fear, but out of love. They've already proven that it's possible to build something meaningful away from the spotlight. They've created a life, a family, and a bond that doesn't need constant validation. And now that it's known, fans are more than willing to respect those boundaries, cheering from afar rather than pressing in too close. Even the most devoted media outlets are treating the story with rare reverence. Instead of paparazzi chases or invasive speculation, the headlines are soft, the tone is celebratory, and the message is clear. This is a moment to honor, not exploit. For Lee Min-ho, this marks a beautiful evolution. The man who has played princes and protectors, warriors and romantics, is now stepping into the real-life role of father. And for Kim Go-eun, whose artistry has always conveyed depth and strength, motherhood only deepens the grace she brings to the screen. The baby, though unseen, is already at the center of one of the most touching celebrity stories in recent memory. A story of quiet devotion, careful choices, and love that defied the odds of public life. And though fans may never know the child's face or name, they already feel connected. Because this child is a symbol of everything they've hoped for their favorite stars. Happiness, wholeness, and a future built not on fame, but on feeling. As we reflect on the journey that led to this moment, one thing becomes clear. The love story of Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun was never just about what happened on screen. It was always something deeper, something real, quietly unfolding behind the curtain. And now, with the birth of their child, that story enters its most profound chapter yet. So here's to them, for showing us that the most meaningful stories don't always need to be shared in real time. Sometimes they're written in secret, protected fiercely, and then revealed like a gift when the world is ready. This is one of those stories. And to every fan who believed, who waited, who hoped, your patience has been rewarded. Love wins. Quietly, steadily, beautifully. Congratulations to Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun on the most extraordinary role they will ever play. Parenthood. And as always, we'll be right here, bringing you the next chapter, whenever they're ready to share it.